looks like something out of science fiction. This unusual quadcopter is in the initial stages of testing before a human pilot takes a seat on it. The concept was developed by New Zealand inventor Chris Malloy, who wanted to build a small and cheap aircraft for cattle driving and land surveying. His Britain-based company Malloy Aeronautics' remotely controlled scale model performed beautifully, carrying a dummy pilot called Buster. The US Army thinks it could someday carry soldiers, flying low over rugged or dangerous terrain. A full-size model is already being built in Britain, but testing by a human pilot will depend on the craft's safety and reliability. The full-size hoverbike will be powered by a gasoline engine, turning an alternator to provide power for its 4 electric rotors. There will be 2 versions, with 1 and 2 seats. They will fly up to 96 kilometers per hour with a range of up to 240 kilometers. For now, Malloy Aeronautics is selling a battery-powered scale model of its hoverbike for about $1,000 to $1,600, useful for aerial photography or light deliveries. George Putic, VOA News, Washington.
We're all familiar with the concept of a time machine. What we have here is a space machine. Instead of traveling backwards or forward in time, we can transport viewers from one space to another in virtually no time at all. So I can now tell a story while at the same time transporting people through space.
You're a trend-setting music lover. You know tech, and you won't settle for second best. Quality matters. That's why we made Helix, the world's first wearable with extractable Bluetooth earbuds. You believe in simplicity, and that form follows function. Helix earbuds offer unsurpassed sound quality, embedded in a discreet design. Your world. Wirelessly listen to music and make calls on the go. We all have limits and boundaries, and sometimes designed with you in mind, wherever your movements take you. Experience Helix, fashion and function, always on hand.
Imagination is a beautiful thing. It's the source of our big ideas, and it makes us want to bring them to life. Introducing Cell Robot, a modular robot built to inspire the mind. It uses cells as components that allow you to build and expand your robot into many forms. The cells are powered by a heart, a lithium-ion battery that provides power to the cell as soon as it's connected, giving life to your robot. Choose from the many dozens of pre-designed robots from the Shape library. Follow the helpful tutorials to walk you through construction. Easily combine cells together through a twist and lock motion. Then control your cell robot from the app. Additional accessories allow you to expand your ideas further by adding wheels, a mount, and even a camera. And you don't just need to stick to the instructions. In custom mode, you can build anything you can imagine. Program movements for each individual cell using custom mode in the app. Then, watch it go. What you make is up to you. Cell Robot is an extension of your imagination, a platform for combining building with creativity. Share your imagined inventions and inspire your friends. What will you build? Cell Robot.
It's my absolute favorite. There are over 50 different shapes in the app library.
Stand up, Cell Robot.
We have evolved alongside the honeybee in a symbiotic relationship. We care for them, they pollinate our crops, and of course, make lots of delicious honey. But getting the golden nectar has always been quite a task. I just thought it was crazy to have to crack the hive open, pull the hive apart, stress out all the bees, and spend all day in the shed just to get your honey. And I thought, there must be a better way. So my dad and I got to work.
And we've done it. Now you can simply turn a tap and pure fresh honey flows right out of your hive. Delicious, ready for you to eat.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. It's honey on tap.
For those that don't know, harvesting your honey used to be a real labour of love. You had to protect yourself from stings, fire up a smoker to sedate the bees, crack the hive open, lift heavy boxes, pull out the frames trying not to squash bees, brush them off the combs or use a leaf blower, transport the frames to a processing shed, cut the wax capping off, filter the honey and clean up all the mess. Then the frames have to go back to the hives again. Now you don't need to do any of that. Turn a tap, sit back and watch the honey pour out. It's pure, unprocessed, untouched, delicious honey directly from the hive. No mess, no fuss, no expensive equipment and much more friendly for the bees. This is the first time in the world this has been possible. There is nothing else like it.
It really is a revolution. We can see into the hive, we can see when the honey's ready, and we can take it away in such a gentle way. What a wonderful thing.
The flow frames are designed with clear ends so you can easily check the hive is healthy and the colony is strong. You can watch all the girls turning nectar into honey and see when it's ready, and isolate individual combs allowing you to taste all the different flavours of the seasons. You can just harvest one frame and get 3 kilograms of honey, or harvest more than 20 kilograms per box. Being able to tap it off so easily means that when there is a good honey flow, you can keep up with the bees and harvest a lot more honey. So how does it work? The flow frame consists of already partly formed honeycomb cells. The bees complete the comb with their wax and fill the cells with honey, capping it off, ready for harvest. When you turn the handle, our patented split cell technology creates channels inside the comb, allowing the honey to flow down and out of the hive while the bees are undisturbed on the comb surface. Turn the tap again, which resets the comb into the original position and allows the bees to chew the wax back and fill it with honey again. For the commercial beekeeper, the frames are built to accommodate a pneumatic system, which means you can flick a switch and harvest your whole apiary at once. We've been testing prototypes with beekeepers from around the world.
I've spent hours taking honey out of hives. This system is just blows my mind.
Flow makes harvesting honey easier for the beekeeper, and it's easier on the bees. But don't worry, we haven't taken all the fun away. The brood box stays the same and needs the same care it always has. You still get to use your smoker and bee suit and do all the normal things to keep your bees healthy, like inspecting the brood nest for disease, mites, beetles and swarm prevention. You still need to pull your hive apart to do this, and you'll still get stung by your bees. If you are new to beekeeping, you'll need some help from experienced beekeepers to get started. Bees are such incredible little creatures, and the most experienced of beekeepers realise there is always more to learn. After a decade of development and 3 years of testing the current design, we are now in production with top manufacturers in Australia and the US. Our flow hives and frames are now available for pre-order on our website honeyflow.com. To make flow affordable for everyone, we have designed it so you can simply add a few flow frames to your existing hive, or you can go for a complete flow hive kit, so you can experience the joys of harvesting honey, watching and caring for your bees.
Sweet.
Bees are such a crucial part of our world. Without them, we couldn't sustain the human population as we know it, and without the beekeepers, we wouldn't have enough bees. Join us and become part of this evolution in beekeeping.
Look at all those bees. Bees. Look, honey.